excited to see you here to join the meeting today. I so much appreciate you for joining, and you are almost welcome and excited to kick off this 14-day WordPress bootcamp. Today we'll get grounded, understand how the web works, explore what WordPress does, and start your personal website project. So this is day one of the 14-day journey. And as we proceed, we will be getting more insight. So today is the first day, which is for our getting to understand what we are. The section is to be 2 hours section, 1 to 2 hours, depending on what we are able to do. Then our communication channel is going to be WhatsApp group, and also I will share some Google documentation with us, which I have done already. It's already on the Google Classroom. And then this training is being recorded. We are making use of Google Meet for the recording so that later on you can still refer to the training. And then please, let's remember to mute ourselves when we are not speaking. There will be slides and resources that will be shared after the class whenever needed. I so much appreciate you for joining. So they are the learning of the end of this training. By the end of the training, we expect that each one of us will understand what the basic web terminologies like domain, hosting, CMS, that is content management system. We'll know what WordPress is and how it works. We know how to choose a personal project idea and set up our own personal learning journal. So like we should also remember that this is a live class. It's going to be interactive section. Please keep your mic off unless you are called on. Either you want to drop your question, you can make use of the chat, and I will pause to take them as we proceed. So this learning outcome is to help us to see the big picture before we touch hosting tomorrow by God's grace. So before we proceed, please, I would like you to type in the comment section in the chat where you are joining from. So you can make use of the chat to type where you are joining the call for. So let us meet you and share. So where are you joining from? And then what is the website idea you would love to build? What type of website do you love to build? So post it in the chat, or if you like, you can unmute yourself. Let's know what you want in the room. If you have any question, you can please type it, or you can unmute yourself for a question. So I can see somebody is joining from Ibadan. So while others also type in where they are joining from, we can proceed on the class. So quickly, I'll be showing us how the web works. I will be giving us some little definition of some terms as we go on. So how the web works. So we'll be seeing when somebody talk about domain, the browser, DNS, hosting, and the likes. So what does it mean? Now, domain is your web address. Like, for example, many of us at one time or the other type something like google.com. So google.com is the domain of Google. That is their web address. Then we have DNS. DNS is what connect domain to hosting server. That's what they call domain name server, DNS. It stands for domain name server. Then we have hosting. Hosting is where your file live. So like your cabinet or your file system, whatsoever information you have, you keep it in the hosting platform where everyone that comes to your site will be able to get information that you are presenting for them. Then database is the storage that stores your site content. So you have your cabinet in a room. So the room where you put your cabinet is your hosting space, and the cabinet that stores all those files is what we call your database. So it stores your site content. Then we have a browser like what you are seeing now, where you type your web address. Is the browser that display what users see. What you are seeing on the screen now is by the function of a browser. So browser display what you see on the web. So when someone types your domain, the browser has the DNS where your file lives. The hosting server sends the HTML, that is markup, hypertext markup language, that is the meaning of HTML, then back to you, and voila, you have your website. So whenever people come, they start by the domain, type in the domain name, and then the file is retrieved, and then there's a display using the browser. So that is just a brief understanding we need to have. So now we'll be going quickly to the next slide, which is what is a CMS? So what is a CMS? So CMS is content management system. Content now, that means what you have to present to people. That is your content. It can be a video, it can be a text, it can be audio. Whatsoever it is that you want to present to people is your content. So CMS is a system that helps you to manage your content in terms of the display and what have you. So example of the CMS that is available now is WordPress. We have Wix, we have Squarespace, Joomla, and the likes. So, but we'll be focusing on WordPress, which is the essence of our bootcamp. So why WordPress? WordPress is open source. Open source means that you have a lot of opportunity to modify whatever it is that is there. So you customize it to your taste. Then there is huge plugin or theme ecosystem that is backing up WordPress. Plugin in the sense that plugin are what help you to extend the basic things that come with WordPress. They give you more extension. Theme also help you to have a better and more presentable display of your site. Then why WordPress? WordPress is easy for beginners and scalable for professionals. So either you are beginning, because this class is aimed for beginners, or to the professional. WordPress is easy for anybody. It's easy for beginners and scalable for pros. Another reason why we need WordPress is that over 40% of the websites we can see now are being powered by WordPress. The reason being it is flexible and it is community driven. So WordPress is flexible and community driven. Now, some of us may have come across some other things. I mentioned WordPress, but there are two types of WordPress that we will have come across or we may come across in the very nearest future. So we have WordPress.org and WordPress.com. Now you may be saying WordPress, what is the difference? So we will use the WordPress.org version because you will learn to host and manage your own site. Now, WordPress.org is self-hosted. It gives you full control, like you can install plugins, you can install themes, and this is what was recommended for this bootcamp. Why WordPress.com is hosted service by WordPress himself. It has a limited customization unless you are paid for it to extend it, and it is just great for hobby blogs. And if you have a WordPress.com website, there is an extension like a subdomain. It can be your name.wordpress.com. So, but if you want to have a full control, like your website alone without any extension, then you go for WordPress.org. Now, who will be looking at those people that make use of WordPress? Who can use WordPress? Who uses WordPress? Small businesses can make use of WordPress. You can make use of WordPress for your personal blogs. WordPress can be used for online stores, like we have what we call WooCommerce. It's a very, very robust system. In case you want to host your own e-commerce website, you can install WooCommerce and you have a lot of features. You can use WordPress for portfolios. You can use it to build your portfolios. WordPress can also be used by corporate sites. Even big organizations make use of WordPress. You go to some news websites, some music websites, tech websites, what have you. They also make use of WordPress. Now, going forward, let's look at what is inside WordPress. What is inside WordPress? So basically, we have what we call the core of WordPress. This is engine, we have the theme, which is the design, we have the plugins, which is those have extra features to your WordPress, and we have the database, which hold your content. So when you publish a post, WordPress save it in the database, the team decide how it looks, and plugins add features like contact form or search engine optimization. So all these things work together to give you a professional website. So these are what we have in WordPress that we need to understand. So let's see a little bit demonstration. Quickly open up a place where I can show you WordPress site, and you can see the dashboard and the lights. Just give me a second. So please give me a second. I will get it across. Just let me log into the dashboard so that we can see what WordPress site look like. I'm coming, just a few minutes. I'm logging into the main panel. So please confirm you can see my. Okay. So this is one of the sites.
Okay.
All right. So this is what the WordPress.org dashboard look like. So this is one of the sample sites we can see. So we can see this is the dashboard. Then we have posts. This is all the posts. You can add a post. We have categories. We have tags. Then we have media. This has all the, maybe your video and the pictures that you upload. You have it here. Then all these ones are plugins extension that has been installed. When you start afresh, you may not see this too. Then we have pages. You can see all the pages, and you can also add pages. Then when we scroll down, we'll see plugins. This is where you can add plugin to extend the functionality of your site. Then we have appearance. This is where you talk about your theme, design, customization, widgets, menus, and the theme and customization also, depending on the theme you install. Each theme also have a way by which you can customize them and extend them. So then after that, we have setting, where we have general, writing, reading setting, discussion setting, your permalink, your privacy setting, and the likes. So all other ones you see, apart from what I've mentioned, those are extensions that comes by the installation of plugins. So there are different plugins that you can install to extend your site. So let's just go quickly to post. Let's see, and go to post if you would like to add a new post to your site. So all these things, these are the control center of your website. Everything you publish start from the dashboard down to the post or to the pages. You can create new page like your about us page, contact us page, home page, whatever page you would like to create. You use pages to create that. Then post, maybe you have articles, news that you want to pass across, then you create that under the post. While for the appearance, that is talking about the design and the looks of your site. You can install different themes on your site. You can install whatever design you want. Some themes are free and some are also paid, premium. So depending on the design you want, if you can afford to buy the premium theme, good. And if you can't, you can also make use of the free themes to start with. And then by the time you grow up, depending on the budget for the project, to determine either you go for a free theme or a premium theme. Then under the setting, you can set the site title, the permalinks, and the likes. So now the next thing we'll be going to is your activity. So what I will expect us to do is to start by sketching your website idea. That is, copy the learning journal that is already in the Google Class. Copy it, make your own version of it. Fill in what's your website title, the purpose of the site, your target audience, key pages that you would like to have in your website, maybe the home page, the about page, services page, contact page. So, but what the major thing is, just keep it simple. Focus on what value your site provides. And let us also remember that It's not about multiple design, but live. Let your site go live. That is the most important thing. Do keep it as simple as possible. So as along the line, we'll redefine this together. We'll refine it together. So sketch your home page layout. Pen, you can make use of pen or paper, or you can use Canva. If you have heard about Canva, you can also Google online for different website ideas. So by the time we start, you'll be using that to build up on your own personal website or project. So now, I don't know if any one of us have ideas that we would like to share. Any participant that have the idea that would like to share? Okay. So if there's none for now, I guess we are still thinking of what we are going to design or do. Now, please let's look at these common beginner mistakes. These are the things that used to stop people from moving forward. One of it is over designing too early. So when you start your project, you want to have all the design from the start. That will make you not be able to move forward. Now, forgetting mobile view, if you are designing your site, should be responsive as much as possible. Majority of those who access our site daily are making use of their mobile devices. So don't forget mobile view. Even it will be the advice that you start with mobile design first. Let your site be designed for the mobile before designing for the tablet or for the desktop. So that will make your site responsive, and then a lot of people will be able to access the site. Also ignoring image optimization. If you know, the heavier the image you have on your site, the slower it becomes for your page to load up for visitor. And whenever people have a little span time for waiting for a site to be loading. So you need to also install plugins or make sure that whenever image you are uploading to your site are as small as possible, even with high quality. So what is the goal? Start small, launch first, and improve gradually. So because less is more, less is more. Your first website doesn't need to be perfect. You do not need to make your first website perfect. You just need to make it go live. Your first website, I have to take it again, doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to go live. So that is a common beginner's mistake. So let's quickly look at the tools and resources. So the tools and resources we'll be needing in this bootcamp is WordPress.org, the one that can be fully customized, like I mentioned. You also need Canva in case you want to do one or two designs. You need up slash for image, image that are not that are royalty free images that you may want to use on your site. Google Fonts for different font style. Then you also make use of free plugins which can be Elementor, Yoast SEO, WPS Form, and others. So in the course of the training, we'll be dropping links in the Google Classroom or in the chat for us to explore them after in our own leisure time. Now, we are coming close to the end of the class, of the training for today. So what is our assignment for today? Finalize your project idea in your learning journal. So the links to our learning journal has been shared on the Google Classroom. So please make your own copy and update it. Then collect three inspirational websites from which you'll be able to see, okay, you can put the design together, or you pick one of them to replicate and design your own from ground up. Then create a simple mood board that is color, font, and images. So this will guide your design choice tomorrow when we install WordPress. So tomorrow we'll be looking at how to install WordPress, setting up. So let's wrap up now. Next section, that is the day 2, we'll be looking at setting up, hosting, and installing WordPress. So start simple, stay consistent. That is how great websites grow. So start simple, stay consistent. That is how great websites grow. like it has been said, Rome is not built in a day. So you build on the previous design you have, you will refine it, make it perfect. So, so if you have questions, please ask them now, or you can drop them in the group later. Great job, everyone. Thank you for staying true to the class, for joining today. I'm excited that you joined the day one class. So thank you for joining day one. And once again, I remain Michael Alaro, the facilitator for this day one class and the bootcamp. So very shortly, we'll be sharing in the group, in the classroom, the WhatsApp group link. And there are also resources that we are to start engaging with. I'm excited to see your website idea come to life. So I'm so excited that I will also see your own website idea come to life. If there's any question, please let's signify while we round up the class. Now, I guess we don't have any question today. So, all right. Somebody have a question. Somebody is raising up a hand. So I'm going to give her the room to share.
Well done, sir. The class has been educative and interesting. I just want to check with you that what time are we starting tomorrow's?
Okay, thank you for the question. And tomorrow class will also be starting by 1 p.m. From 1 p.m. By God's grace, we hope we'll not have any technical glitch or issue tomorrow. So, and the link for the meeting still remain the same. So you can just set up a reminder or click on the link to join the meeting. So the meeting will continue tomorrow the same time. So I hope we are also ready and we are excited to join the meeting tomorrow. So if there is no any other question, I think we can call it a day. So I appreciate you all again for joining the class today. I hope to see you tomorrow by 1 p.m. Do have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you.